Hey everyone, Matt here. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Uh, I just wanted to start a new kind of like vlog series. I'm calling it On the Spectrum. Just talking about experiences I've had as an individual with autism. So today's topic is what it was like to try and form relationships and like try and talk to girls when I was a younger man. So as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be like my other friends. All of my friends in middle school and even high school were talking to girls and going out with girls. I was always too awkward to talk to women, and I always, I get very socially anxious. Well, I used to, because a lot of the time I used to I used to hate myself because I had autism, so I had no confidence in myself. So I was trying to put on a facade of somebody who was more, more more trying to fit in with everyone else instead of trying to do my own thing. Um, I always remember really liking, certain girls, and I would try and talk to them about stuff they liked. It was never about me. I was always trying to always impress somebody, always talk I will be honest. Sometimes I would lie about certain stuff just because it would make me seem more impressive. Or I would throw like a boohoo pity party and be like, oh, no one likes me. Oh, I'm so lonely. It's not a very healthy thing to do, like mentally, for somebody who is going through that. And maybe I shouldn't have been trying to look for a romantic partner because I hardly didn't understand myself. I was very, I don't know, very self-conscious about a lot of things, and I was too busy trying to be with someone else instead of trying to figure out who I am. And I think that's what a lot of folks on the spectrum maybe struggle with is that they haven't discovered themselves. Going to public school, you usually, you encounter folks who make you really not like yourself because you're different. And you never want to be different. You always want to be with like the cool kids and the in crowd. Excuse me, that was breakfast. Um, and I had a hard time struggling with that. I really wanted to be be with the other groups and be cool instead of discovering who myself was. All of my friends were out, you know, having relationships, and I wanted a piece of that pie. It wasn't really until I decided that I myself am someone with autism and accepting who I am as a person before I felt like I truly unlocked the capabilities of going out with a romantic partner. Because I didn't have my first like date until I was about 17 or 18. I can't quite remember. I'm an old head. Um, and she was also someone on the spectrum, kind of in the same situation as me, who wanted a relationship with somebody, but just because she was on the spectrum didn't really understand it. Well, that didn't really work out. So after that, I got back into the down in the dumps, pities me, oh, no one wants to be with me because I'm autistic. And I went back to hiding it, which is not healthy at all. It wasn't really until I met my current partner who she has empowered me to be smart and be myself because she puts up with a lot. She puts up with the Transformers, she puts up with the Hot Wheels cars, um, whatever little thing I'm into, she's always there to support me and always adds like a deep dive into not deep dive, that's a really bad word. As you can see, I'm kind of just going off the top of my head with this. She's always there to provide like support and like, you know, reassures me that even though I have autism, I'm not different. She is not a lady on the spectrum. She's actually quite like brilliant. She's a lot smarter than me, but she's a very, very good partner. And it took me a long time to realize that maybe that's a person I needed. You can always go for like the super pretty girls, and that's originally what I chased for, like, looks. It's really at the end of the day all about personality and if you're truly compatible with that person and if they make you happy. So I just wanted to share that experience. I thought somebody, who could potentially be going through the same issues as I have would like to listen to it or watch it and understand it to kind of get my point. At the end of the day, if you have autism, man, it's okay. Don't use it as a crutch. I know it is a varied spectrum. I'm obviously on the very high functioning side because I work a normal job and have my own place, but don't use it as a crutch. It is a part of you, but don't make it don't let it, I have autism, but it doesn't have me kind of jazz. Um, and just be yourself, and eventually one day you will find the one. This is Matthew with On the Spectrum, and I hope you have a good one.